735's arrival.
Hello?
Hello?
Morning.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Sorry, it's hard to know where to go.
I'm Deputy Kirby. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
So I take it you have a problem with them building the pipeline through here, the noise?
Yeah. It's, I mean, they're going at whatever time, during the week. But somehow on a Sunday, it was like starting at 7:30. Hello.
Well, unfortunately, Dexter Township, their noise ordinance, I just looked at it on the way over here, it doesn't specifically say anything about not working on Sunday. Now,
or later, yeah. I think
there is a time frame between that there can't be certain noise levels,
right.
And we have to have an actual decibel meter,
Yeah.
a certified one I just happened to download one on my app, which isn't certified, but you can kind of get an idea of what the noise level is.
Yeah.
And it has to be continuous.
Yes.
So like right now from here, you're looking at 67, and that's normal traffic, like if you live next to a street. So that's not excessive, it's not unreasonable. So they're not really in violation of anything. So I can't go shut down their operation saying that they're in violation of a noise ordinance based on the fact that you don't like it. So they have to be in violation of the law for me to actually enforce it.
Right.
What I would suggest is on Monday, call the township, Dexter Township Hall.
Yes.
They do have an ordinance officer, and you can see, because I won't be able to find out right now. No one's there at the office.
Right.
Whether there is a permit that they have that regulates, can they operate on Sunday? Can they operate during these hours?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'd have to get a permit to do this.
Okay.
So maybe the permit itself clarifies when they can do it.
Yeah.
But if they're like, nope, they get to do it, then they just get to do it, and you're gonna have to suck it up until they get done with it.
Yeah.
They might have a special permit under the fact that this is some type of, I don't know what it's for. I have no idea.
Gas pipeline.
So that's a utility. So if the government, being the township, and then the county, see that as a utility, as a public utility which has some type of government purpose, they might be exempt from certain things.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, like today I can't run out there and stop all their process.
Right. Right.
So.
I didn't really expect that you could, but I thought I'm at least going to call because,
But it's worth calling the township and finding out. And I'm curious about stuff like that too, because there's so many laws.
Right.
And I don't know all of them.
Yeah.
So I look them up. On the website, there's Dexter Township ordinances, and every township has different ordinances. So their noise ordinance was created back in 1982.
So they came back now. Okay.
What's that?
Oh, like shortly after I called you, that machine backed off, and I thought, oh, did somebody warn them? But no, he's back now. That's the one that then shakes the whole house.
Oh, it shakes the house?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
From doing
other
what?
people's too.
Well, what does it do that it shakes it?
Well, it has been pounding pilings into the.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now not so much, but it was like, hello. It was like 7:45, and things were shaking, and I thought, what are they doing?
And that might be something that the township could say, yes, these permits are from 7 to 10.
Yeah, like 7 days a week or whatever.
Yeah, or maybe it does say I mean, I'm assuming that they can work on Sunday because I don't think
Yeah.
a company like this would start violating a permit.
Right.
It's not worth
Right.
the project
Or they
that they're doing to
would,
start doing it.
to do that.
But if enough people complain and say, hey, look, can they at least take a break on Sunday and approach the township?
Yeah. Or even, I mean, they used to like start later in the morning.
Right.
It
At
was
least
like,
on the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give
Or at
people
least
a break.
on a Sunday. But it was like today, no such
Right.
things, I thought.
Is this going to benefit you at all?
No. It's supposed to go all the way to Canada.
Ah, so it's supposed to make our natural gas cheaper or something like that?
For Canada.
Oh, great. And I don't know if this is the one. I know there's a couple political ones. I mean, and I think this might be one of them because.
Yeah. These are the same guys who did the Dakota pipeline.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So
and they're the ones who. I mean, there's just been a gasoline spill up the road. Where
really?
They were, yeah.
So where this comes through, it comes through a lot of different areas.
Yeah.
They came to the sheriff's department, and this is just what I heard.
Yeah.
The rumor mill, that they, called and wanted us to do security at night, and they were going to pay. And I think the township supervisor, not the township, but the county board, said they didn't want anything to do with it because it's such a political issue, and they're political candidates.
We say thank you.
So they hired private security.
Yeah.
Some areas because they're worried about there's a group, I guess, that try to vandalize and stuff like that. So, anyways, let me give you my business card, and I'll give you an incident number that shows that I was out here.
Yeah.
I know this isn't, this isn't considered a calibrated decibel reader, but it does kind of give you an idea.
That it's lower, or it's,
It's the ordinance says 89 is the maximum that it can be. Where does your property line go?
That's not it. It goes back to about those trees and like where the road goes beyond. Yeah.
Okay. Because if you go from like that, where your property line is, and then you stand there with this meter, if it's continuously above 89, then in this township it's in violation.
Okay.
Like this is it's a normal conversation, just us talking. So the beeping might bring it up a little higher, but it's not continuous. It has to be like what you hear there. That's continuous. Let's see this. So from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., or it's not 89, it's 86. So the decibel can't be over 86. Then 10 p.m. to 7, it can't be over 61.
Okay.
So that's almost like you couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Because that's almost like just a conversation.
Right.
So they're basically saying you can't be doing certain things after 10 p.m. Like you probably can't do this after 10 because it would be in violation.
Yeah.
So let me go get my business card. And they usually work all day?
Yeah.
When do they usually stop? Like around 5 or something? 5 or 6?
When it gets dark.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can just imagine the fun it is. But I haven't complained until now, but it just really irked me.
And that's usually when we get complaints is on the weekends, especially Sunday. Because a lot of people are like, okay, I understand this has to be done, but can you just take at least Sunday off?
Yeah. Or even just start at noon or something.
Right.
Which they had been doing,
They have.
But they had in the past, and now it's like, hello. Okay.
Well, at least this will document the fact that you called. So if there starts to be a pattern of more than one person calling, but what I'll do is I'll also attach this ordinance to the call for service.
Okay.
Or if you have an email address or anything, I can email it to you. It might be useful if you want to call the township on Monday and say, hey, you have a noise ordinance, and I know it doesn't say Sunday, but if I go walk to my property line and hold this up there, is it over the decibel reading?
Yeah.
But again, you don't live down.
Right.
You're not standing there hearing it. But from here,
Right.
it's lower than 86. But
Which is helpful to know.
yeah.
Well, why don't you give me one of your cards? I
And
think
I'll
that
give
would
you
be really
the incident
great.
number on it, which will document me being out here, and I'll put some notes in it about it.
Yeah.
And like it's being recorded on this, so there's documentation that. I mean, it's not unreasonable, but it is Sunday. That's kind of the unreasonableness of it. But like I said, the ordinance doesn't specifically say no working on Sunday, which some do. Some say on Sundays any work has to be started that creates noise has to be started at afternoon. But this one doesn't say that. And part of the permit could say that, but I don't have access to the permit for these workers. So, all right, I'll be right back with you.
Okay.
Is this both? Is this like a separate, or the two separate houses?
No, that's my husband's garage.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like a little workshop?
Or a bigger one. It just says he had his priorities straight. If he built his garage bigger than the house.
You guys have access to the lake?
Sorry, I don't hear him very often now.
Oh, was that a woodpecker? I heard that.
No less. The ones that are really big. He makes that like Woody Woodpecker. He looks like Woody Woodpecker and he sounds like him.
Really?
Or Woody sounds like him.
All right, let's see.
Well, I really appreciate you coming out.
No problem. I'd rather come to calls like this than other options.
That's true. I'll bet you have some really bad.
Yeah, there's some days and nights. By the end of the day, you're just really drained.
Oh yeah.
Because you're dealing with people's emotions and stuff, and it's
right.
And they want you to fix everything, and within like, I just met you guys.
Yeah.
You guys have been working on this for like 20 years. I just got here. How do I fix it?
Wow.
So there's the incident number, which will document me being out here.
Okay.
And again, if you want me to send you anything, my email's on there.
Okay.
You can email me, and then I'll send you like a copy of the ordinance or whatever you feel necessary. So if you do call the township, you say, hey, like I called on Sunday. And the sheriff responded, and then you can use that number in the back and say this was the call for service. That's what they call it.
Yeah, and then just say that you reported that there is some kind of ordinance, and
There is an ordinance but from me reading their ordinance, I don't see any violations. Now, again, they could have a permit to do this that might say they can't work on Sunday, but it's not part of the township ordinance. So I don't have access to that unless, but it's worth a phone call because they might go, oh yeah, you know what, in the permit it does say they're not supposed to work on Sunday, or they're supposed to start at noon. Yeah. Then that'll document that they started before noon, that they need to stop doing that, which could be relief for you, maybe not today, but for in the future.
Yeah,
so.
And for the other neighbors who live here.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so did you come out from Dexter downtown? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Today there's only one of us working for Dexter Township, the city of Dexter, and for Webster.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, one person.
So you are the one for every.
I am the man. If something happens, it's me. And there's only one in Sile now too, so we sometimes back each other up. So if they get something, we'll go over there to back them up, and vice versa. So.
Right. So have you been recording us the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I mentioned that, but a lot of people. We don't have to actually tell you, but I sometimes say, hey, if somebody starts saying, I say, hey, I'm recording, but I have to watch what I say sometimes too. Yeah. Now some of it is, unless there's a reason to save it, it just gets deleted after like 30 days. Yeah. But if you say I need to use this for court or something, then it saves it. Wow. But it used to. This is our video for the car. Yeah. So that we're supposed to turn that on when we. Go on calls, but this is a personal body mic, and right now we're kind of testing this. Not every deputy has one, so they're going through the test process. Yeah. But it's kind of like one person. If you've seen those video games, you can't really see me, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I've noticed since I've used this that use my hands a lot when I talk. I'm like,
You're learning.
I'm going like this. I'm like, am I talking with my hands?
Something like that.
So, all right.
Well, Officer Kirby, I
Hey,
really appreciate
no
that
problem.
you came on out.
No problem.
So,
If,
thanks
like I
for
said,
your time.
email me if you want. I can send you a copy, a PDF file of the ordinance.
Okay.
And that may help when you call them. So.
Okay.
All
That
right.
would be great. Thanks for your time.
Hey, no
and
problem.
coming out.
Take care.
Have a good Sunday.
Thanks. You too.